Thank you very much, Obi. Eyezu. Eyezazu. Ezuzazu. Our incoming President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our incoming First Lady, our incoming first female Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, my own mother, Professor Nana Jenopoko-Agyemang. I acknowledge our national executives and the well-established protocol, and of course, our distinguished Right Honorable Speaker. So I am to speak to you on the good governance and combating corruption aspect of our manifesto. And we must all recognize that the only way we can fight corruption, combat corruption, and defeat corruption is by having leadership which is trusted, which is incorruptible, which has the track record of being honest with the Ghanaian people. Character is key. Without character, the corruption fight cannot be won. Without integrity, the corruption fight cannot be won. And we all know that in His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we have a leader who has that character, who has that track record to fight corruption and to defeat corruption. So as I stand before you today, the joy I have is that even though we have been depressed by intercepting on a daily basis the evidence of their corruption, the evidence of their looting, the evidence of their state capture, I am glad that with President Mahama, the final interception, the interception of our victory will happen on the 7th of December 2024. Comrades, brothers and sisters, you hear on a daily basis some people saying the two parties appear the same. NPP, NDC are the same. In this fight against corruption, we refuse, we reject that baseless and unfounded claim that the two parties are the same. We are not the same. The NDC is different. We are not the same. Fortunately, President Mahama has been in office before. Did you ever hear President Mahama say that he woke up with a nightmare and so has decided to make a personal pledge, and so he's going to sink $58.1 million in the world's most expensive pit? That has never happened under any NDC leader, where God is deceived, the clergy are deceived, and the Ghanaian people are deceived. It has never happened and will never happen under President Mahama. That was not the only deceit with the 339 million CD National Cathedral. In the process, so many important edifices were demolished. As we speak, the Judicial Training Institute has been demolished. Judges' bungalows have been demolished. Scholarship Secretariat demolished. Passport Head Office demolished. NCCE bungalows demolished. Comsys IT firm demolished. Waterstone Realty Apartment Complex demolished. The Malian Ambassador's residence demolished. So we have one leader who is a nation builder. He's building UGMC, building the Ridge Hospital, building the Shao Sudoku Hospital, building Terminal 3, building Kumasi Airport, building Tamale Airport, building Ho Airport. And another leader is demolishing, destroying in a deceptive pledge where he says he will not use our taxes. How can you say that these two people are the same, that these two parties are the same? President Mahama did not promise that under his tenure, he will make sure that the era of sole sourcing comes to an end. And then we discover in a 2023 Auditor General's report that apparently 87%, unprecedented, unseen before, 87% of Cocoa Road projects were all single source. And guess what? Baumia's brothers at the center of that inflated single sourcing scandal. That is according to the Auditor General's report. We never saw this under President Mahama. Under President Mahama, we never saw a situation where he allows a cabinet minister to purchase state assets. And only this week, President Akufo-Addo has been saying that the brouhaha, the agitation by organized labor, all of that was needless. Can you believe that? Such naked conflict of interest. We never saw that under President Mahama. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all know that our country is headed in the wrong direction. When you read the Afrobarometer Democracy Risk Report, it says 9 out of 10 Ghanaians believe that Ghana is heading in the wrong direction. That same Afrobarometer says that corruption is at an all-time high. Indeed, if you read the Corruption Perception Index over the last 4 years, we have stagnated. Their best performance is President Mahama's worst performance. So when it comes to good governance, President Mahama is unmatched and unrivaled. I can confirm to you this afternoon that President Mahama's manifesto, the Resetting Ghana Manifesto, has the most far-reaching policies to uproot corruption, to ruthlessly deal with corruption and end corruption once and for all. Whereas the others are silent on corruption in their manifesto, President Mahama confronts corruption head-on. And one of the things I love about his anti-corruption policies is that he says that we are going to have, for the first time in our history, a state assets registry. We will all, as Ghanaians, know where our state assets are. In Parliament, for more than 2.5 years, we have been asking them to tell us the state of our public lands. They cannot tell us. They cannot publish the list. And yet, on a daily basis, they are selling the state lands. They can't tell us how many bungalows we have. They can't tell us the acreage of our forest left. And yet, when they die, you see in their wills, forests, Ramsar sites, where they have willed to their nephews forever. President Mahama is saying that that impunity is going to end, and we are going to have a state assets register. I am also excited about the details of Operation Recover All Loot. You heard President Mahama talk about that. He wants the Ghanaian people to know that nobody will get away with the looting that has happened in our country. All the scandals that we have seen, from National Cathedral, from PDS, from the COVID-19, Ejapa, PDS, Skytrain, Poalugo Dam, the appearance fees, the ambulance spare pass, President Mahama says he is going to launch an impartial, credible inquiry and forensic audits into all of these loots. And for those of you who have been asking, brilliant proposals from President Mahama, how is he going to fund them? Operation Recover All Loot will help us to fund these projects a great deal. As we speak, a gentleman called Carrie Summers is keeping our $6 million in America. There are some shonky sheikhs keeping our $2.4 million in Dubai under a so-called Sputnik V scandal. Sputnik V manufactured in Russia, and yet this Akufo-Addo government, they were in Dubai looking for Sputnik V. When the Russian embassy in Accra told us that they have been waiting for us, other governments are dealing with the Russian government formally. We were dealing with middlemen, shonky sheikhs. Skytrain, $2 million. All of these sums, Ejapa, $12 million, Poalugu, $11.9 million, we are saying Operation Recover All Loot will retrieve all of these looted funds for national development. President Mahama is also saying in the manifesto that we will collaborate with the judiciary to establish a special court for persons who adverse findings have been made against them by the Auditor General and the Public Accounts Committee. President Mahama is also saying that for the first time in the history of Ghana, we will legislate, have a special legislation on scholarships. And as former Deputy Minister for Education, I know the scholarships regime in Ghana is uncoordinated. You have Scholarship Secretariat, you have GMPC, you have Cocoa Board, you have all kinds of institutions carrying out scholarships. We are going to have one law, coordinated, and what I love most about this law is that politicians, politically exposed persons, family members of government officials, as you heard President Mahama say, are going to be prohibited. They will be totally banned from accessing scholarships. Scholarships will return to the brilliant but needy. I am also excited that President Mahama has indicated, when you go through the manifesto, that he is going to collapse the practice of having a special emoluments commission to deal with only Article 71 office holders. He is going to break the gap between Article 71 office holders and Ghanaian workers. So he will put together one body, the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, and then the Emoluments Commission will be put together as one body to take care of wages, to take care of remuneration and the conditions of service of Ghanaians, so that the gulf between Article 71 office holders and the rest of Ghanaian workers, that gulf will be bridged and addressed once and for all. President Mahama is also saying that our friends in the media, he is going to repeal all anti-press freedom laws and fully implement the RTI. The RTI has too many exemptions and too many institutions who are not implementing the right to information law. He is saying that under his watch, he will make sure that we have the full operationalization of the RTI. Finally, to the diplomats who are here, you will be excited to hear that President Mahama says that he is going to respect international law, respect the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations. The inviolability of diplomatic missions will be protected. This practice unseen before only under the Akufo-Addo government, where embassies are being demolished, the Nigerian High Commission properties, the Bulgarian embassy, that era is coming to an end, and all diplomatic missions can carry out their diplomatic assignments in peace and stability. The demolition of embassies because of looting, land grab, state capture is coming to an end. And that is another exciting policy to look out for, in addition to a friendly foreign policy climate that will enhance good governance and deepen partnerships and make us a country that is friendly to all persons. Novinho, mie gboglomba, afififia vasugo akpa, alakpa avasugo akpa, achingli nito over gblendua, over gblengana, nana kama nyonyomo. Ta manifesto ya nana le manifesto ame ne ameshiame ta ele vevie be December 7 mi fokaba na mi adakona His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na adonye ya owo 2013 to 2017 na watrava aba yiji na Ghana mi atenchi akpo fafa na ingoyi ava na afukpa ya mi kpakpama asugwakpa na ikata na jo akpa na mi ma na yo mi eva odo akpa. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. For the majority, not a clannish few. Yes, indeed, we know.